That one's on.
Hi, kids. Hi, kids. Welcome to Date Night with Jay and Laura. It's Friday night. So exciting.
Ah, yes, it is exciting. We're very excited to be here, and I'm very excited about what we're going to do tonight.
We're talking about living.
So if you are on with us, we're going to give a few minutes to let everybody get on because it's just now 7 o'clock. But if you're on with us, if you would, if you're on Facebook, just give us a little, we're here, and we will enjoy talking to you.
Hopefully it'll show up here in my, oh, there it goes. Let's go here.
There you go. So anyway, we have some exciting news. Some very exciting. Who's here? I see people are here.
Well, I'm working
Johnny,
on it.
Lily.
I'm working on it.
How come I can see it on there, but you can't see it here?
I don't know. I have this
because
big
you are technologically challenged.
I am technologically challenged. We'll go see. We'll go see what we can make happen over here. Who knows? Wait. Why am I on all these videos? I don't want to be on all these videos.
Why every week
I just want to
do you have trouble finding this?
Oh, because it says, oh, here, let me go to the pages. I clicked on the video. Apparently that's not what you're supposed to do.
So, we have some very exciting news. Tonight, we are going to give away 5 copies of our latest book. It's entitled Celebrate Your Marriage, 365 Daily Devotions for Busy Couples. But you've got to stay till the very end in order to qualify for these copies. This is what we call a gateway devotional, okay? So many people tell us, Chandler, we struggle with devotions.
There we go. Shoosh! Figured it out.
Hey, Chad. Hey, Kathy Williamson.
Holly Klein. Lily.
Michelle, how are you? Anyway,
Sarasota.
People tell us they struggle with devotions, especially as couples. And so what we have designed here, in cooperation with Broad Street Publishing, our publisher, is a very simple 1 to 2 minute read that you can do together. It's 1 to 2 minutes. And we're going to give away 5 of these at the end of the show tonight. We've got some special instructions. We're super excited about that.
We've got Sherry from Lancaster, Michael from Lancaster. Jay, say Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Lancaster. Anyway,
Luigi,
Lancaster.
Ray, Francis.
So we're super excited about giving these away because it's going to bless 5 couples. But you do have to stay to the end in order to find out how to get your book.
Okay, so just let me tell you a few people that are here. Ray and Jane Francis from Alma, Michigan. Well, you guys didn't go too far, did ya? Johnny, of course she's here. She has to be. She's a board member and our best friend, so she has to come in and check.
Luigi.
We assume Russ is with you too.
Luigi.
Yep.
Look down at the bottom. Luigi.
I
love that name.
Luigi's here, but he's not telling us where he's from. Barb is from Huntsville, and her husband Dave just finished P90X. Good for him, because we're dying.
So we did
Debbie's
something today.
Here.
We did something today that has made us feel incredibly human. Okay? We've not done this for months, and man, did it feel good.
And he's not talking about what you think he's talking about. We went and played golf today. Woohoo! Our governor here in Michigan let us open golf courses. What better sport is there for social distancing? Of course,
here, let's throw a dart at the wall and decide what we can do. No, I'll stop right there.
We walked. After doing P90X, we went and walked 6 holes. We had a ton of rain here the last 2 days in Michigan, so that was hard enough, was to walk in the wet. And then our golf course is very hilly.
Luigi's from Dallas.
Luigi's from Dallas. So yes, it was very fun. We felt very human.
Feel very human.
We were in the sunshine. We didn't have to be in the house.
Laura feels like we got color.
I do. Look, I have color. Can't you tell? I have color nowadays.
So what we want you to do right now.
I have to find sunscreen though.
What we want you to do right now, while we're describing the things that make us feel human, what are the things during this COVID-19? What are the things that you're doing that make you feel human? Let's keep it clean. Okay, and let's just be really honest. We're going to talk about a few of the things that make us.
Because we only put real clothes on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays for married flavors, Fridays for date night.
Gotta be honest.
I put makeup on, did something with my hair.
Gotta be honest. When we say real clothes, we put on real tops. Okay, that's all there is to it.
Hey, Kathy Robertson, Walters,
yes.
Kathy Walters. I know that's what you're.
So anyway, remember we're giving away free books tonight if you stay till the end. But yes, some of the things that we do.
Parking Loy, Debbie Parking Loy. That's something.
Parking lot?
I
don't know. Some of the things that we do that make us feel human are, number one, on Tuesdays. Tuesday's a red letter day because we go to the grocery store. It's fabulous. In fact, the last time we went, this last Tuesday, we try to go in the mornings. and they actually had toilet paper. Now
It was exciting.
we didn't need toilet paper, but it was exciting to see that there was actually toilet paper. Now that's Tuesday, big day. Wednesday is another big day because I get to walk the trash all the way to the end of the driveway, put it there, then we wait with bated breath to see the trash truck come, because if you want to talk about something that's essential, it's trash removal. That is essential. And then after the trash comes and picks it up, we take it back. Isn't that special? Now, Friday
I'm not
night.
sure about Thursdays, but Friday nights, date night, of course.
What are some of their answers?
So I'll tell you, some of them have been really fun. Debbie meant parking lot meetup, social distancing, hopefully. Mike and Kathy are loving our date night, so we love
Good.
Mike and Kathy. Jackie Zentz, Jay and Laura, I'm having a dilemma. Tomorrow's our 5th anniversary and we're on lockdown of PA. Help with anniversary ideas. I have one because I read somebody who did this today. I don't know if you have children or not, Jackie, but these people did have children, and after they put their kids to bed, they had a picnic on their den floor. They put out a picnic blanket. They got 2 glasses of wine. Don't know whether you're into that or not, but they got 2 glasses of wine. They did a charcuterie board with some meat, some cheese, some crackers, some spreads. They lit candles, and they put on a romantic movie, and they had a date night for their anniversary.
If you want to know another good idea, on this last week, Wednesday night. Not only do I get to do trash on Wednesdays, but Wednesday night we do Married Flavors. You need to tune into that because we do a new recipe every week, and it's a lot of fun. We bring flavor. But this last week, it was romance and breadsticks.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Johnny's saying hey to Judy somebody, and I don't know who Judy is.
Romance and breadsticks. That's another thing. So we got Tuesday grocery store.
Bjorn and his wife are here from Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's see what else we have being.
What else do they do for fun? Or to feel human?
Tracy says we hit the jackpot with yes. And if you go in the morning, Tracy, before noon on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have a good authority that you have.
We have it on good authority.
Homeschooling and going outside with our kids. Homeschooling makes you feel human.
Anyway,
it didn't make me when we were doing it.
Like I said,
anyway,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Morning workouts.
Wednesday is trash and Married Flavors. Then Friday night. We really look forward to Friday night. We love hanging with you guys. This is scheduled to go through May 15th.
2 more weeks, I believe.
But we've got some stuff in the mix, as you can imagine.
So let's read some more.
Hold on. We have got some stuff in the mix.
We have some stuff in the mix.
Some super exciting stuff in the mix on some stuff we can do after this 8 weeks of what we've been doing. So
hi, Gary Anthony. How you doing down there in Georgia? You probably got playing Scrabble together is Colleen. Lisa says family walks and martial arts training. Ooh, that sounds fun.
One of the P90X things is MMX, and we punch and...
Chad says walks together without the kids. Smart idea. Tracy Roberts, we've been doing lots of baking and eating. Tracy, have you watched the Great British Baking Show? You should watch it.
You should watch
all
it.
About baking.
It's really fun.
So I'm trying to get
and
everybody getting with their community
amazing.
group. Getting dressed in real clothes, doing hair and makeup. And Bob shaves. Why?
Bob who?
Where are you going?
Bob who shaves.
Kimberly... I'm going to say their name wrong. Lariviere?
Well, anyway, this hair, it's getting crazy. I've got like all this curl, and then I've got like 2 rogue straight hairs. And one of them is so long, I can take it and put it in my mouth. It's that long. And it's that rogue, it's straight. The rest is all curly, and probably one of these weeks I'm just going to tease it out and make a big 1970s
We're going to put a man bun in, remember?
No,
you
we are
guys
not putting a
voted
man
for
bun in.
putting a man bun in. So anyway.
So, but the big deal
Okay.
that makes us feel human is whenever the UPS or FedEx truck pulls into the neighborhood. See, we live in a quiet neighborhood, and we can hear when there's a truck coming down the road and coming down our street. And so when we do, we hop out of our office chairs and go to the window and go, is it coming to our house? Is it coming to our house? Is it coming to our house?
What did we order? What did we order?
Goodness. Today, what did we get today?
What did we get today? We got Chewy toys.
We got a cat leash because we are going to take Grace's cat on a walk. This cat's never been outdoors, but we're going to put the leash on her.
She sure sits and looks outdoors.
And going to take her outside and see what happens.
Tracy wants a show of doing Jay's hair. We will, Tracy. I promise.
No, we will not.
It will happen. Yes, it will. So tonight we're talking about live.
You got to live.
We got to live.
In the midst of this, folks, you
all
got to
this
live.
stuff. And the Bible verse we want to kind of talk about tonight is Romans 12:1 and 2. Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world. There's a lot going on in this world. But be transformed in the renewing of your mind, because then you'll be able to display God's perfect and pleasing will. I know that's not the word. It
Test
says
and
there,
approve.
Test and approve. God. Test and approve. That sounds like, I prefer display. You're going to actually live out God's pleasing and perfect
And for
will.
those of you that have joined us a little late, we want to tell you again that we are going to be giving away 5 copies of our latest book. It's a devotional called Celebrate Your Marriage, 365 Daily Devotions for Busy Couples. But we need you to stay to the end in order to get instructions.
This is fun. Chad Liskey said, our 11-year-old daughter made the family a Disney-themed supper tonight. We all had to dress up as a Disney character. Lots of fun. That is very fun. That is very fun. That is a way to really live. And so the first...
Hold on. Talking about Disney, what did it make me think of? We're going to be grandparents here soon in the next
Today's
week.
May 1st. The due date's May 6th.
May 6th. And I think that she's going to be, her name is Graylin. They know it's a girl. And she's going to be born on May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Why? Because our son loves Mexican food.
And we did a family poll, and Jay picked May 5th. I picked May 3rd, so you people pray for May 3rd. May 3rd.
Hopefully by this time next week.
Shauna would prefer she come May 3rd than May 5th.
Hopefully by this time next week we will have a granddaughter.
We might be able to show
That's
you
the great
pictures.
news. The bad news is she's in Texas, so we can't see her. But
That's
you know
right.
what? We will see her soon enough.
That's right, we
And
will.
we want her safe and healthy.
But that's part of kind of what we're talking about tonight. And the first part is to transform your mind. You know, let's think about that which is good and perfect and pleasing. And transforming your mind in this time is really difficult. In fact, probably if you're like us, you have found some shows that you're binge watching, right? Because that's what everybody does. They binge watch. Well, last Sunday, we were watching our church online, and our pastor, Alan Cullen, he's talking about detoxing. And it's 4 weeks of a sermon series called Detoxing. And last week's was detox from bad influences, things that you shouldn't be adhering to, listening to, watching.
Things that we kind of slip into, habits that we slip into.
And we were very convicted because we've been watching a show that we
We
probably shouldn't
no,
watch.
not probably. We shouldn't watch.
be watching. And so we switched to the Great British Baking Show,
So
which is
shout out-
the most wholesome show on Netflix.
Right. Shout out to Pastor Allen. Thank you. One of the illustrations, I'm going to tell him the illustration.
Okay.
So a young boy came to his mom and said, "Mom, I want to go to a PG-13 movie. I'm 14, so I'll be able to handle it." And he said, "It's got a little bit of swearing and a little bit of nudity, but I'm 14. It's PG-13. I can handle it." So the mom said, "Okay, great. You can go. But before you go, I'm going to make you your favorite thing in the world. I'm going to make you brownies." The kid's like, "Oh my gosh, brownies and I get to go to the movie? This is fantastic. You're the best mom in the world." So while making the brownies, she stepped outside and got just a little bit of doggy dew and put it into the brownie mix. Mixed it up, just a little bit of doggy dew. And as the son was about to take a bite, she said, "Well, son, I need to tell you something. There's a little bit of doggy dew in your brownies." He said, "Wow, why would you do that?" And the point is this. We transform our minds by realizing that a little bit can go a long way. And when we let ourselves slip a little bit, even in our marriage, in our attention to our spouse, in our praise for our spouse, in our devotion to our spouse, all those things. So tell us right now, how have you transformed your mind during this COVID-19? What's something that you've changed? For us, we stopped watching things on TV we probably shouldn't have been watching. And the other thing, this has been really hard for me because I'm a firstborn, so I know what's right, and therefore I am critical. I'm trying to be grateful. Trying to be grateful for everything that we have. Trying to be grateful for not the things we don't have, but things that we do have. Trying to be grateful that the sun shined today. Trying to be grateful we got to go play golf today. Trying to be grateful that our daughters moved back home with us, and we've really enjoyed kind of reconnecting on a level we haven't in years. So what can you be grateful for? That's how you transform
We can
your mind.
always find, in the midst of these times where there's a lot of grumbling. I mean, all you have to do is be on Facebook for 5 minutes and somebody's complaining about something. But you know what? That's easy. It's harder to find the things that we should be grateful for in these times. The fact that we can go for walks. The fact that you're spending more time with your family than probably you ever have. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Yeah, even though it can be annoying. And like Jay said, our daughter's back home. She's re-enrolled in college and she set herself on a new path. That wouldn't have happened if COVID hadn't happened. Not that we want COVID to happen, but you know what? There's things we can be grateful for. It was too funny because as we were talking about this morning and deciding what we were going to say, I was on Facebook and one of our friends, Facebook friends, Chris Ward, he posted a picture.
Okay, one of the men that influenced me more than anybody else. He's a wonderful mentor, is a wonderful man. Chris, love you, my brother. Thank you for what you posted today.
He posted, it was a picture of Anne Frank, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I wonder what he said. And he said, you know, he was grumbling about not being able to see his grandkids or his adult kids, and he was just grumbling and whining. And then he read a quote by Anne Frank, and I'm not going to say it right because I can't pull it up on my computer because I'm watching you people. It's something
She
about
can't
you can't
multitask.
Today's a day we can take and start and make the world a better place. And his comment to that was, I'm not, as Chris Ward, I'm not spending, we're not, you're not, we're not spending 2 years
Living in a
behind
wall.
false walls
Living in a wall.
to only be taken out and go to an imprisonment camp. You know what? COVID's not convenient. Shelter in place isn't convenient. It's not convenient to wear a mask into a store. But you know what? There's things that can be worse. So let's transform our minds by really looking at what we can be grateful for. What has this situation helped us learn?
Why don't you look some up while I tell one more time?
First time I want to know.
Not trying to beat a dead horse, but we're giving away 5 of these wonderful devotionals. This is our latest book, Celebrate Your Marriage, 365 Daily Devotionals for Couples. We're going to give away 5 this week, but you have to stay to the end in order to qualify. We'll tell you how to do that.
Oh, this is good. Debbie, I did something to my hair with my glasses. Debbie Shadwin, our pastor, asks us to write down 3 things we're grateful for every day. That's a great practice to do. Tracy Roberts, usually dinner is a time to vent and share, but we want to focus on our blessings more now. So at dinner, everyone has to share one thing that's positive. That's great. Hi, Paul Thomas. Glad you joined us. Somebody up here. Oh, I know what it was. Tom Clark joined us. Tom, how'd you hit him today? We passed you.
Was that Tom? I didn't see
It was
Tom.
Tom. It was Tom and his
Tom,
dad.
we joined the country club. We can't travel, so at least we can do is play a little golf.
Robin Van Conant joined us. Jessica Linton, she wanted a Cinco de Mayo baby since she loved Mexican food as well, but she came on May 4th, so she's a Star Wars girl.
That would be
May the 4th be with
you.
you. So yes, let's see who else we got here. Bjorn, find a blessing in your everyday life.
So that's
yes.
transforming our minds. Now next we move to conform your will.
Conform your will, because here's the reality, folks. So our church service was on at like 10:15 on Sunday morning, and we both looked at each other when it was over and said, we got to quit watching that show. We just got to quit.
And can I make a point?
Sure.
I said to Laura,
usually.
Part of me likes online church better than real church. I'm going to tell you why. Because I pay attention better. I'm not going, oh, who's moving over there? Oh, who's coughing over there? Someone sneezed. Ah, there's a baby. Because that's what I do when I'm in church. But in home church or online church at home, I'm like focused in. And so, again, a blessing in the midst of this trial.
But as our pastor was talking about, taking those things out of your life that aren't good for you, we both looked at each other when the service was over. In fact, Jay emailed him right away and we said, you know what? This was very convicting today. We've got to quit watching that show. So about 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, we were done doing stuff, done exercising, and it was time to just relax. And I'm like, so we're really not going to watch it? Because we're like in the middle of the 5th season. Don't you want to know what happens? But I said to myself, nope, what Pastor Allen said was true. We can't do it. You have to conform your will. And is it easy? No, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And but we have to know what's good for us, what's bad. And in your marriage, sometimes you may have to conform your will. I don't want to do what he says to do, even though I know he thinks it's best. Not that I've ever had those thoughts.
Hey, one of our good friends just joined, Tommy Carrington. Tommy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're in Chicago, not Florida. Don't know where you're at, but good to see you. Just we've been friends for decades, and love you to death, my friend. Also, Sheila Thompson. Read what she wrote.
Sheila Thompson Van Donzel. I'm thankful that I was able to help my grandson with his schoolwork. I'm a teacher, and it was great to interact like that, albeit online.
But still, again, looking for the blessings. So we transform our mind, we conform our will. And here's the big issue during this time. So many of us are living in fear, and that's wrong. Perfect love casts out all fear. Do you need to be cautious? Yes. Do you need to be do preventative measures? Yes. But don't be fearful. God's in control. And here's the interesting thing about fear. I love this saying. Fear is not the absence of courage. No, courage. Sorry. Sorry, it's live. We hit, it's just like our shows. We mess up. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking fear and turning it inside out. Just saying, I'm going to face it. I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to realize that this too shall pass. You know, you think about this, folks. I don't know how old you are, but we've been through 1987 when the market crashed. We've been through 9/11. We've been through the '08 crash. Yeah, is this fun? No, but perfect love casts out all fear, and we trust that God's in control. So transform your mind, conform your will. Remember, you need to stay to the end so you can get one of our wonderful devotionals.
And the last part of the verse talks about, then you'll be able to test and approve God's pleasing and perfect will. And I test and approve. I don't know what that means, but I do know this: live out God's pleasing and perfect will. And if you're on Facebook, if you're seeing anything, there's all kinds of cool stuff happening across our country that wouldn't happen if we weren't in this
Let's
situation.
just talk about what we just heard from our friend Johnny. Tonight at 8:20.
Because it's 2020 military time.
Military time, that's 2020. Our seniors and their parents are going to be in their cars, and they're going to meet at the football field here in Elma. And they're going to drive from the football field, and they've got a path that they're going to go through town. And they're encouraging folks like us and others to go park along the path. And as they drive through, beep, 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 beep. You know, find new ways to celebrate. That's what we're talking about.
2 people in my family have joined us now. They've never been on
Who's
time
that?
in their lives. Andrea and Sandy. I'm just kidding. Oh. They have been online their time. My sister actually went into her store today to do some delivery stuff for quilt people who
Awesome.
quilt and are capable like that. That's not one of me. But anyway. So yes.
So Andrea, Sandy, you want to stay on because we're going to give away books.
Living God's pleasing and perfect will. And yesterday, so this is just, I saw this on Facebook. We had a young boy in our neighborhood. His dad posted on Facebook that, his 5-year-old son turns 5. I thought it was yesterday. He likes sirens. He's 5. He likes sirens and fire engines and police cars. So they were going to make a little train, the fire trucks and the sheriffs and a local fire company from a township.
Hi, Tom. You're here as well.
Yeah, your brother's here as well. Well, you just got on there. So, but anyway,
no,
they were going to make a line. They were going to do a little parade. So he was encouraging people in the neighborhood to do that to celebrate his son's fifth year birthday. I thought it was yesterday, and I sat.
Oh, she kept looking out the window like a little puppy.
It's 4 o'clock. There was nothing coming. Well, today we get home from the golf course at 4 o'clock, and Shay goes, "I hear sirens. There's flashing lights," and I'm like, "Oh, there's the parade! There's the parade!" It was so cool. There must have been 50 cars. I really don't know how many were.
About 100 bicycles.
There were people on bikes, and the sheriff's office came blowing their lights. There was a local township fire truck that came. And what happened was the dad had just arranged for the sheriff to come. Somebody else in our neighborhood arranged for a local township fire truck to come. And people came out in droves. It was the coolest thing. Folks, that's about living. We probably wouldn't have known that little boy was turning 5 and probably could have cared less because we didn't know, you don't know. But in these times, people are living out God's love that they would have never lived out before. And we want to just encourage you. You know what? Live. Reach out to your neighbors. We were talking to some of our neighbors the other night because people are out walking up and down our street. They're staying 6 feet apart. They're practicing social distancing. And we were like, we should all just sit at the end of our driveway one night and just chat. We would never do that. Normally, we have some neighbors that have parties here and there, but there's just things happening that wouldn't happen if we weren't in this situation.
So in order to live, you want to transform your mind. We got to keep thinking new thoughts. You got to conform your will, realize that it's going to take courage, and finally you've got to live God's pleasing and perfect will. You got to live out God's plan for your life. Now, we have got, before we give away the books, we have got some amazing things coming up, okay? A couple of things that we want to tell you about that we're brainstorming because we can't tour right now. And
before we do that, can we read some of these things that people are saying? I think it's really cool.
Hey, Tommy.
You already said hey to Tommy. Jenny Hullinger, I just got back from a missions trip to Deaf Blind Mission in California, and those people now are basically stuck in their apartments daily. And if you think about it, we can binge watch shows and still call our friends and things like that, but they're in silence and darkness 24/7. Really makes you grateful for what you do have and what we can do still, what we can still do. Susie Guernsey, I've learned how to actually listen to my family. So often we continue doing other things, but when we talk via internet, it makes you slow down and actually listen. Debbie Shadowin said they're doing things like that here too. Susie Guernsey, our school liaison officer, goes out and sings over the loudspeaker in his car for people's birthdays. That's
it could be good or bad.
And I know in our town, our transportation department, I know, and I'm sure other people are putting the food together. But every Monday, kids with their parents can go pick up food for the entire week. They can get breakfast and lunch every day. I mean, these kinds of things, folks, we wouldn't do.
Right. We know that in our town, almost 50% of the children that go to school, that go to our schools, are qualify for free and reduced breakfast and lunch.
But for this, you don't have to even qualify.
Right. But what I'm saying is, imagine what those kids are going through now. Am I going to get breakfast? Am I going to get lunch? Let's look at the positive, be positive in all that's going on here, and make the most. Now, one of the things, we've got a couple of really exciting
We
things.
do have some exciting
We're going
things
to tease you a little bit. One is we're working on, and very well could be doing, an ultimate date night. Now, this is date night Friday night, but an ultimate date night, a real, not a stage show, but partnering with one of, if not the,
Don't speak the name.
I'm not going to
because it
speak the
doesn't
name,
happen.
right? But one of, if not the most popular comedian in the country
And
right
one of
now.
our favorites.
And one of our favorites. Not just a Christian comedian, although this person is a Christian, but absolutely one of the funniest people on the planet. We're working on that.
Just the planet, not planets. He said planets.
No,
But he
planets.
just means
There's
planets.
nobody on Mars funnier than this person. There's nobody on Jupiter funnier than this person. So it's all the planets. Anyway, then the other thing we're working on is to do an online version of a program that we've put together that has literally transformed marriages for a number of decades. It's something that people have paid up to $500 for to come and be a part of, but we're going to put it online at a very, very, very reduced
Dirk
rate.
Case, how you doing?
Hey, Dirk. But I think we need to wrap this up, don't you?
Yeah, so keep your eyes and ears open for that. We'll probably let you know about that before we are done here in the next 2 weeks, but it's now time.
So we are going to give these away. 5 of these devotionals. Laura and I wrote Celebrate Your Marriage, 365 daily devotionals for busy couples. And even though we're in COVID-19, we're still busy. Again, so simple, so easy. It's one page. It's a 1 to 2 minute read that you can do together. Give yourselves a great start to your day, end of your day, getting yourself on page with each other and with the Lord.
And
And
so,
here's what you have to do
all you have to
in
do
order to qualify to be in the
is
drawing.
send an email that says book to info@jandlaura.com. Now, we tried to give you a little heads up and let you do that, but we know this is backwards.
We don't know why it's backwards because we're not technical.
At info@jandlaura.com. So read it upside down. Read it sideways.
Just
because
on
it's
the,
not going to work.
Okay. On the subject, just type in info@jmlaura.com, and you want to put in the subject line just the word book. You don't have to put in parentheses.
Or if you want to do it upside down, you can read Malcolm's.
But you've got till Monday morning because we're shutting it down for the weekend to go do that. But go to just type in info. I just love it when I do that. info@jmlaura.com, and just in the subject line put book, and you'll be qualified for the drawing. We're gonna give 5 of these away. Ship them for free, and pretty excited because it is our latest book. It's selling well. It's going to bless you, and we absolutely love you guys. Listen,
What's our fundamental next week? Do we remember?
I do not. Oh yes, you got to lose. Ooh, you got to lose
Is
in
it
order to
lose?
win. Yep, I think. But we love you guys. We love interacting with you. Wish we could do it better than we're doing, but we're. Hey, Julie Stevens.
We're all learning on the fly.
Good
Julie
to see you.
Stevens Whipple.
It's been a long time.
Is that
hasn't it?
somebody you know?
Yeah, from high school.
Oh,
my
my.
goodness. Yeah, campus life days. But anyway, we love you guys. We care about your marriage. We care about you as people. And the bottom line is this: we're in this together. We love to interact.
No, Debbie Jackson Bragg, you have to do it in email. Don't do it
Not
here.
here. Send an
Email
email.
us to info@jandlaura.com. I will put it in the comments again. info@jandlaura.com.
Sorry, we're not very clear.
Book. So,
But the bottom line is this: we love interacting with you. I think if you've been to any of our shows, you know that we're not the kind of people that stay in the green room, and no, we're gonna come out. We're gonna be with you. We're gonna shake your hands. Probably not anytime soon, but we're gonna be with you because we want to relate to you like you relate to us. We love it when people say, Jay and Laura, it's like you're a fly on the wall of our house. And what you're going through and what you do with the comedy on stage is just like what we're going through with us. And so we want to hopefully be guides that help you walk through this thing called marriage. And we are super excited again to be giving these away. Hope you go to, just type in your email,
I'm putting it right now.
@jandlaura.com and put in the word book. And on Monday morning,
And Kathy Walters wants to know, is it available for purchase at Grand Hotel? Of course.
yes, it's a bill. It is. If you
But
don't
you could
win
get
it,
it for free.
thank you, Kathy. Thank you for that plug. Because yes, if you don't win it, you can purchase it on our our website, which is danlaura.com, and it's also going to be available at Grand Hotel.
And yes, those of you who are from the Midwest, we are still planning on our Celebrate Your Marriage conference at the end of June, 28 and 29 at Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island, June in Northern Michigan. Who else? So if you would like to register for that, go to janlaura.com and go to conferences and click on the Grand Hotel for June 28 and 29. Our special guests will be Dr. Greg and Erin Smalley from Focus on the Family.
And here's the reality. Grand Hotel is set to open June 21st, so we are super excited. We're after that, and it's going to be a great conference. We're going to be so safe. Okay, we're going to put two chairs, 6 feet apart. Okay, so when you laugh and you spit, you don't get on other people. But seriously, it will be a lot of fun. Hey, we love you guys. Have a great weekend. We will announce the winner
Enjoy some
on
sunshine.
Monday.
We're getting some here.
Enjoy your weekend. We love you guys. Jay and Laura. we're
Peace out.
Peace out. Peace out. Seriously?
Peace out. Peace out. Out. Have a good weekend.
Boop. Boop. That was a good one. We had lots of interaction.
Because you got to ask them for it. So I know Paul's been watching this the first time he got on. That let us know.